Going down, going down, going down. What's going on, guys? Well, today took a turn for the worst, unfortunately. Well, I was planning for a very busy day, and got up early this morning, edited a video for you guys at Homesteading. Shut that off, I'm sure it's pretty loud. And got that all up and uploaded. And then I was planning on doing quite a few other projects, and one of the projects I was working on, I was changing the end of some extension cords that connect to the generator, where there's a lot of power that runs off that generator on the different cords, and sometimes they get a little heated and soft and kind of start getting black, like they're going to short out. And so I had some new ends to put on the extension cords. It was about that time. I've been running those cords, now for like 2.5 years. So it was time to do that, and I was working on that, and I drilled a hole at the bottom to come in to the backup battery there in the tiny house, because I had the extension cord just run through the window for the time being, and the whole plan was to drill a hole behind that backup battery, come in through the side, and plug it in so the cord's not run across the ground. And so I drilled the hole, and then I went on the inside and I started feeding where I cut the end off the cord through the hole, and I was stretched out here with this arm like this, and something just gave in my back. It's up underneath my shoulder blade on my left side right here, and it is sore. It brought me to my knees. I put tears in my eyes, and if I get tears in my eyes, guys, it hurts, trust me. And it took a minute before I could get up. I had to use this hand on the end of the bed to pick myself up. I didn't have my phone with me. It was outside by the generator. So I finally was able to get up and go get my phone, and I called Mike. And Mike and Lissa came up, and Mike helped me get the cord ran, because I need power and to run everything. And we got that done, but man, it pretty much stopped me in my tracks. But I will tell you, this chair right here from FlexiSport has saved the day. I was not planning on using it this soon like this, but getting in and out of a chair right now, it hurts really, really bad. And right now I got the heat on, and y'all heard the pulsing vibration, the massager on it, and it's slowly starting to loosen up a little bit back there, but it is still very painful. I can move certain ways, but then whenever I hit like certain areas, it's like a sharp pain. My right side, normally up underneath my shoulder blade, sometimes out of the blue, if I need to switch out my shoes and stuff, I'll get like a knot up underneath there, and it'll just come out of nowhere. And sometimes it'll last like an hour or two, sometimes it'll last 2 weeks. And it just feels like a baseball is up underneath my shoulder blade. But that's not the feeling I'm feeling over here. It's the same area, a little bit lower. It's like towards the bottom of my shoulder blade back here. And this is just painful. Painful. I took some ibuprofen, and hopefully that kicks in soon. But yeah, it's it's messed my whole day up. I was planning on getting a lot done today, because we got rain coming this week. Tomorrow I think it's supposed to rain. I think we're getting some of those bands for the hurricane coming up the Gulf there. I think some of the weather that's coming up with that will end up hitting us later on this week. And I really needed to have a busy, productive day today. So it's crazy. If it ain't one thing, it's another. That's why I always say it's a game plan, not a set plan, because you never know when something's going to happen and take you off your feet. But it's definitely a... Whew, it hurts. It hurts. But thankfully, for the chair, because that made it to where I didn't have to like hook the heating pad up and all that other stuff. And I do have one of these massagers. Problem is the handle's not big enough to reach back there. I was wedging this up against the chair because this hits pretty hard, trying to get up underneath my shoulder blade. But yeah, I show you the good, the bad, the ugly on here. And this is definitely an ugly one. Came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting it. I was having a pretty productive morning. And then I started messing with that project. And that's not even a hard project. It's tedious, but it's not hard. And I've been wanting to do that for a little while. And I know we got rain coming and everything else. So I didn't want to end up something happening and then me have to do it in the middle of the rain, because working with electric in the rain is never a good idea, in my opinion. So I was going to go ahead and knock that out. There's little projects like that happen here on the homestead all the time. I don't always film that kind of stuff. There's tons of it. Let me know if you want me to film it, I will. But there's all kinds of little detail projects like that happen every day around here. I don't think there's a day that goes by that there's not something like that has to happen. Little maintenance stuff or little fixing stuff, or just little things. And I didn't record any of that. I wasn't recording at all. I was just trying to get some stuff done. So yeah, I kind of wished I did record it now, because at least I would have had footage of how my body was whenever that happened, so I'd have a better understanding of what happened, because it caught me out of nowhere. I was stretched out a little bit in an awkward position, but it wasn't nothing too crazy, nothing I haven't done a million times. So I think I just turned wrong and stretched wrong at the same time and aggravated something back there. I don't know. It's very uncomfortable, to say the least. I have before been in my driver's seat and reached over with my left hand to the back floorboard to get a bottle of water and coughed and like separated one of my ribs before. But this isn't in the rib area, this is in the back. It's not the lower back, it's about mid back. And it's, like I said, it's right there at the bottom of my shoulder blade, it feels like. I don't even know what that muscle is. But whatever it is, it's tweaked right now. I'm hoping if I just relax tonight in the chair and keep alternating heat and massage and cold, I'm hoping that whatever it is, I'm hoping it's just something that tensed up and locked up, kind of like what happens to my right shoulder back there. I'm hoping that eventually it'll loosen up and kind of relax, and then it'll go back to normal, because I got a lot to do this week. I talked to Drew from Drew's Lens, and might be helping him with some stuff later on this week. We got Pops coming this weekend, and also it's the end of the month. I got a lot of stuff to get finalized by the end of the month, so I cannot afford to be down right now. And on top of it, got a big old Cat 4, Cat 5 hurricane bearing down on my family in Florida. So speaking of that, on my video today on Come On Homesteading, apparently I said Magazine Florida, and people said Florida must be on my mind. Florida is definitely on my mind right now. I don't live there no more, so I'm not in no danger from the hurricanes, but my kids and grandkids and brothers and nieces and nephews and parents and all of them are still down there, and so I still have to worry about it. And I am worried about this one. You know, category 4 and 5 hurricanes can do a whole lot of damage. You know, most Floridians, they're like, it's just a Cat 3, Cat 4, but The ones that's been there and been through some stuff know that Cat 4 and a Cat 5 is nothing to mess around with, especially if you're on the bad end of it. My parents are going to be on the bad side of it for sure, so definitely a little nervous about that. But hopefully it'll weaken before it gets there. But I don't know. I was talking to my dad, and he said that the news people are saying that the Gulf is very warm, deep. It's not just surface temperature; it's deep. And yeah, so that's not good for hurricanes. Not at all. So we'll see. The prayers are definitely there for them. I think it's supposed to hit Thursday. I've been busy today, and now I've been hurt, and so I haven't even watched the news or anything today and checked on the weather down there. So we'll have to see. Sure, I'll be watching it. Sure, I'll be watching it here. Probably about the time I get done with this, because I don't see me going too many places this evening. I think I might go to the microwave and heat up some food that I cooked the other night, but that's probably gonna be about the bulk of what I'm doing for the rest of the day. Well guys, I just wanted to touch base with y'all, let y'all know what was going on. I'm gonna relax, and hopefully this eases up, because I got things to do. Love every single one of y'all. Do something nice for somebody. Take another step closer to your goals, guys, but keep it real. Come on.